Good morning, everybody. Cheers. I need to get some music that lines up better with the countdown. The music ends a little bit early, and I can't start the countdown earlier. It annoys me. Oh well. Obviously, it doesn't annoy me enough that I haven't fixed it, like, for how long? But anyway, it still annoys me. Hi. Good morning. Is my volume okay? Should check that first. Oh well. Too late. I think it's okay. It looks okay. The little level looks okay, not hitting red. It might by the end of the stream, but yeah. So how's everyone's week been? You've had a good week? It continues to be quite cold here. Makes it really rough in the mornings, especially if I need to get the line going, because you can't manufacture with cold paste. So that's been a bit of a challenge. I've actually stopped putting my paste in the fridge. I just leave it out because it's so cold. Like, it's as cold as a fridge. Oink, Tishipu, how you doing? So, yeah, it's been an exciting couple of days. I have my... I see, way too bright. That's at like 10% brightness. I know the camera blows it up. Anyway, that's supposed to be, that's a trophy, but it's just blown out, whatever. So I've done my first batch of my FeatherS3 Neo, which is pretty cool. And it works really well. Which is a bit of a surprise because I didn't prototype this. I went straight from design to panels. And then I went straight from getting panels to my first production panel. I didn't build one beforehand. And I'll be honest, the reason I didn't wasn't because I was super confident, but it was because I didn't want to have to hand place 49 or 50 RGB LEDs on a board that don't have enough room between them to stick tweezers, when the 49 of them are unidentifiable which orientation they are. So some of you might remember that when I made my bling boards, one's attached. When I made my bling boards with these LEDs, they were, I think I showed on the stream, you can't identify which orientation the LEDs are. There might be a marking underneath, although it's really hard to tell from the pads because they're tiny. You definitely can't tell unless you're under a microscope. But when you're looking at the top of the LED, so most LEDs, RGB LEDs, are all used to, whether it's a large WS, like 5050 WS2812B, or even the small ones with a kind of yellow plastic over the top, you can see inside and you can kind of work out the orientation. They've got a particular pattern on them and you can tell which way is up. But these ones that I use, these 1010 sized LEDs, they've got an opaque white top, and you cannot tell which way is where pin 1 is and which orientation they are. So if you put them down wrong, you can't tell. So I did not want to have to hand place 49 of them, not knowing which orientation I was placing them. So I didn't. So I went straight to production boards, and much to my delight, They work. Bruce is in the car. You should stop listening, watching while you're in the car. Bad. I don't want to encourage you to do silly things in your car. When did the logo move? The what? I don't know what that means. You need a pixel pump won't help me. A pixel pump won't help because firstly things can spin on the end of it, but on suction like that. But beside the point, it's I can't even tell in the tape which orientation they are. Whatever. I didn't want to hand assemble it, so I didn't, and they work. So I got a get out of jail free card on that one. Okay, so let's see who's in chat this morning. So Bruce, good morning. Yes, it's Blink's pretty colours, so ship it. That's what I plan to do. A few things to do first. Antonio, hello. Mr. Who, hello. What? Come here, steak. Oh, yum. I'll have a steak for breakfast, thanks. Christian, hello. Alan, good morning. Platinum 21, has now a own line of IC LEDs. What do you mean by IC LEDs? Johnny, hello. David Essa, hi. Dutch Taurus, good morning. Beata, hello. Scrolling. Miss England, moo, hello. Last Star, heyo. Graham, good morning. Hababao, hello. Mad Techie. Oh, jumped. Andy Mouse, squeak. Better Hobbyist, hello. Gerald, 42, hello Jerry. Going backwards to Shipu, hello again. Loki, hello. I think I've got everyone. Do I have everyone? Yeah. Good. Great. Yay. My second coffee for the day, but my first one was disgusting. I'm sure I switched put a new capsule in when I made it, but I don't think I did. So I had the dregs from the previous capsule, and it tasted gross. So I got about a third of the way through and chucked it. So I'm really on my first coffee, and it's a small coffee. I hope I can keep my hand steady. Hey Max, how you doing? So I have a checklist of stuff to do, which I put on the thumbnail. There's actually more than that. I'm so picky with coffee. Oh, so am I, absolutely. But it was hot. I got in here this morning wearing gloves. Like my fingers are just... Oh, I'm still having trouble. And I can't type with my gloves, so I'm not going to work with my gloves. That'd be really silly. But I wanted something hot, and like I was up here already, and I was drinking it, and like to go all the way downstairs because it's so far. But all the way downstairs and make another coffee when I then had to make another one for the stream. Whatever. But I only got a third of the way through, and I thought, oh, this is just disgusting, and I tipped it down the sink. So, oh well, there you go. Sid, hello Sid, how you doing? So, for those that aren't aware, my test jigs, apart from my Tiny Pico boards, my original Tiny Pico, because at the time when they were done, you couldn't put CircuitPython on them. I use CircuitPython I ship CircuitPython on my boards. I'm not advocating that CircuitPython is the platform everyone should be developing on, but a lot of people who buy my boards, I can't tell you the exact numbers, get them through Adafruit or get them through places that get them through Adafruit. And obviously Adafruit's big push is with CircuitPython, and a lot of people's first experience with my boards are using them with CircuitPython. And CircuitPython is actually much harder to get onto a board from scratch if it doesn't ship with it. Like with MicroPython, you have to like flash a binary on there, either build from source or take an existing binary and flash it. With CircuitPython, you can do the same thing, but CircuitPython also has the UF2 bootloader, which makes updating CircuitPython and stuff much easier. It presents you a USB flash drive, right? And getting all that on a board that hasn't got CircuitPython on it already is much more difficult, especially for someone that's new. Putting your board on your machine and flashing Arduino code on it is really simple, right? It doesn't matter the CircuitPython's on there as long as you put it into download mode the first time to flash it. So I tend to put CircuitPython on my boards, and so therefore, as part of my test jig system, it installs the UF2 bootloader, and then it installs CircuitPython on the board, and then it tests the board using CircuitPython code, right? And then it puts all the stuff it needs on it, and the board's ready to go, ready to be packed. So for me to be able to ship my FeatherS3 Neo, I need a UF2 bootloader for it, and I need a build of CircuitPython for it. And then I need to set all that up inside my test jig so I can then flash and test them. I can't do the flashing and testing until I've got those two things. So that is what I'm going to jump into first. And it's been a while. It's been a while since I've built anything with Tiny UF2 or CircuitPython, as in build firmware, to be honest. So I've made sure my repositories, my forks are up to date. Fingers crossed, I should be able to just build. I have configured a layout for UF2, Tiny UF2, for my FeatherS3 Neo, but I haven't set up a CircuitPython board definition yet. Wow, that was a lot of info, wasn't it? Sorry about that. Dave. Hello, Dave. Hey, Peter. Good morning. Did you order your printer, Peter? Yeah, your P1S. Somehow I never used the UF2 bootloader on ESP boards. I guess I just got used to the ESP tool. Sure, ESP tool is a bit daunting for newbies, and also, I have to be honest, the whole web ESP tool thing that Adafruit point people to, not a web flasher, it's like, it's ESP tool on the web. I wish that didn't exist. I get so many people who come to my Discord server saying, I'm having trouble doing blah, 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 blah. I'm flashing with ESP tool, and so I say, can you show me the command you're using? And it turns out they're using that web tool, and the web tool is pretty, yeah, anyway, it's much easier just to pip install ESP tool, right, and use that as well. Although I get that it's a barrier for a lot of people, right? You know, in the days of modern operating systems with, you know, really fancy GUIs and stuff, for a lot of people to have to go into a command line interface and type in commands to do things, it's a barrier. And I get it, that's fine. So, hello Glenn, how you doing? Welcome. Oh yeah, there's a sale. Yeah, don't get too excited, I'm pretty sure there won't be that much off. Their 2-year anniversary sale, is that what it is? I think so. Remember, one of the grocery stores is walking distance, had any 4-cup filters. Oh, none of the grocery stores. Oh, Beata, really? You mean like so when you say 4-cup filters, like a percolator type coffee, where the white filter thing that put the coffee in and it drips through? Is that what you meant by filters? So many different types of coffee machines. It's the hacker thing. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to remember when you do it via command line. So anyway, okay, so we should just get started, because the other things I need to do. Okay, so exciting. My insert cards for the bags are coming today. So many of you would have already seen the pin-out cards. Oh, that's big. Hang on. That's what... No, don't even go there. Don't even... Sion was... No, don't do it, Sion. Don't. Hang on. FeatherS3 Neo front. Still too big. Oh, let that shrink. So, like with all my boards, my pin-out cards are being printed, and they're coming today. Yaz is going to pick them up for me. And so, other than flashing the boards and whatever else, I need those cards to go in to be able to bag them. So I updated the card a little bit. I stuck a battery only thing next to the VBAT It's amazing how many people ask if they can plug 5 volts into that. And there's a 5 volt pin. Anyway, so that's exciting. Oh, okay, nice. Two-sided card inserts do it to me. Misses 1 row and 1 column to be able to play Pew Pew games. What? Only misses 1 row and 1... Oh, right. Yeah, well, I honestly, like, it took me, I don't know how many attempts to get this 7x7 in that space. So that 7x7 LED array is in a 12mm by 12mm like space. Like, that's pretty crazy. So that's much finer pitch than my bling boards. Yeah. There's yeah. Also, I wanted an odd number. I like having a center row. It's like really hard to do a circle with without a center row, I think. You end up with something that looks more triangular. But anyway, what is this? A matrix for ants? Yeah, it's they're really small. It's well, hell, let me get a where am I? No. No. Oh, I didn't ship them all, did I? Oh, no, here we go. Good. Okay, so let's just quickly, because, you know, not focused. I should unplug it, because that's too bright. So, there's my FeatherS2 Neo, and there's my FeatherS3 Neo. So, that's a 5x5, that's a 7x7. And that was a challenge, let me tell you. I had to obviously squeeze everything up to the left. Can I get any closer? Not really. I had to squeeze everything up to the left, which is fine. A couple of components that are like so close to the connector that like I couldn't rework them if I had to. I'd end up melting the connector. And it was, you have to squeeze the buttons in here. And yes, the reset was flipped on purpose. Anyone that wants to call me out on that, I don't care. I did it on purpose. Hope everyone can hear me okay with my face going this way. So yeah, you can see that it's a much bigger area it takes, and they're pretty packed in. And it looks like there's more space between them than these, but there's not, because the pads under the 1515 don't go all the way to the edge, so there's room in between underneath that you can't see. This is as close as I could get them, getting vias in there without going to a smaller size via and having my my costs go up like double. So that's still using the JLC's standard via size at a 4-layer board. So I maybe could have squeezed 8x8 if I went to smaller vias. Okay, great, thanks Graham. But I think this is good enough. I also have to consider power and heat. I mean, 49 LEDs generates a little bit of heat. But it's pretty cool. There's still the 1515 over here on the side. Okay, anyway. Let's get on to building stuff so we can test stuff. Let me put that away before I forget. Okay. And hope that I can remember what I'm doing. So we're starting on Tiny UF2. So as I said, wait. No, okay. Can everyone read this? I hope everyone can read this. I'm trying to make it a bit bigger. So, UF2. Now, what's interesting is CircuitPython comes with its own version of the IDF inside it, and that's what you use when you build. TinyUF2 used to, and it doesn't now. So I'm assuming I can just use what I have on here, and I don't remember what's installed. What have I got? I got 502.52. Oh, I don't know what that is. Reckon that could be 5.1. Could be 5.2. It might be 5.1. Oh, we're about to find out. So I need to. I gotta activate it. ESP IDF export.sh. Does it say what version? Okay, it's 5.1. Okay, I don't know what version. It's a bit small. How's that? Hope that's a bit better. So I don't know. It doesn't say on TinyUF2 what version it needs. Forked remote fruit. So I got ports. So as I said, it used to come with its own, and it doesn't now. Oh, here, right. I lied. 5.11. And what have I got? 5.1. Okay, we'll try this. We'll see how we go. Okay, so CD ports, expressive. I've already, as I said, I've already built a board definition. So you can see FeatherS3 Neo. Can you see this one okay? I hope you can see this okay. So it's pretty much the same as my FeatherS3. The differences are I don't have an auto reset circuit on there because it doesn't work half the time. I really don't. Yeah, so whatever. So though, instead of holding down boot and hitting reset, you could double press reset, and it works sometimes and not others. I have to put a special circuit, like a memory latching circuit, on the board, and it frustrates more people than not. So I'm not going to use that anymore. On my other S3 boards have it, but no more. Anyway, so I have to set up the pin for the. So this is not the array. This is just what I call now the status RGB LED, the 1515. It's on pin 40, and the power for it is at 39, which in this case is the second LDO. And I've still got that blue LED on 13. This is the PID, and so the vid and PID, and that has come from Expressive. So I asked them to allocate some, and you can see here FeatherS3 Neo, UF2 Bootloader. This is 81FD. So that's 81FD Neo. I hope that I can use that, and I'm pretty sure the maximum letters. I stuck an N in there. So normally when it boots, like for the FeatherS3, it looks like U for unexpected maker, FeatherS3 boot, but I can't stick an N, S3N there, because that's too long. So I'm just making it FTH. And this link doesn't exist yet because I haven't built the CircuitPython side. And then in the config, instead of 16 megabytes, it's 8 megabytes. It's using the Pico 1 N8R2 chip, so 8 megabytes of flash, 2 megabytes of PSRAM. So that's all I should need, and I'm hoping I should be able to just make it. So I should be able to go make board equals unexpected maker FeatherS3, it was underscore Neo, wasn't it? Yeah, underscore Neo. FeatherS3 Neo. Cross your fingers. Ooh, ooh. Okay, it is 5.11. Okay, good. You might have seen here, 5.11. It's building. Yay. That was more painless than I remember. I remember having a lot of problems getting the version of RDF going. That looks like it is right. So I could flash that directly to the board for now, just to see that it works. So I might do that. Okay, plug the board in. I'm going to put it into download mode. Can I show you a screen with both? You're not really going to see anything when I flash it. Whoa. That isn't correct. Let's switch my thing again. Oh, okay, the board's upside down in this view. Doesn't matter. You can't really see anything, right? It's just plugged in. Hey, Jeff. Great work. Gotta go. What? You going? You came and you went. See you, Jeff. Okay, so I should be able to just copy and paste this last thing. It prints out what I can use to flash it. I just have to set the port. So if I paste that and then go back all the way back to the port, don't need the baud rate, and port will be /dev/cu.usb modem. Okay, let's flash it. Uh-oh. Oh, do I have a serial monitor open somewhere? Maybe. Yes, I do. I've got Arduino open because one of the other... there's lots of things I need to do as well. I need to... I was saying before and I got distracted. I need to export a step file, a 3D model. I have to get the S3 helper for the Arduino side. To also, I need to add the FeatherS3 Neo into it. That's why I've got that open there. Let's try that again. Now that nothing's using the serial port. Here we go. We're flashing. Now if I reset it, hopefully I'll get a mass storage drive. Oh! So the LEDs came on. Oh, God, upside down. Which is a good start. Hey, did you cool things? Every time I see the word unexpected, I read it as unexpected error. What? So, I now have, not that I really want to show that. How do I, one second, I need to, there we go. So I've now, I can't make this bigger, unfortunately. I've now got an UFTH S3 N boot. And if I open this, a bit hard to read, so I'll read it out to you. TinyUF2 bootloader, TinyUSB version 0.16, blah blah blah. Unexpected maker FeatherS3 Neo. June 5th, 2024. Flash size is, yeah. So that worked. So that's great. I better eject that nicely though. You show sidebar. Okay. So I've ejected that. Just for now, I'm just going to unplug it. While we work on CircuitPython. Okay, so that was the easy one. So this is my CircuitPython. This should be ready to build for CircuitPython, as I said, but I don't have anything set up yet. What's all this? Interesting. Hang on a second. Yeah. Wow, okay. So it remembered my last, when I opened the CircuitPython folder, it somehow remembered my last session when I was working on Tiny C6. So let's just close all of these. Okay. That's weird. There must be a file it stores somewhere which remembers what is what. Okay, so as you can see, I've got no FeatherS3 Neo here at all. So I'm going to need one. So I'm going to duplicate my FeatherS3 Neo. Okay, so now I've got a FeatherS3 Neo folder. So now I've got to set it all up. Bum, bum, bum. And of course, do you think I can remember what is what? No. Hardware dev board, FeatherS3 Neo. Don't think I'm allowed to use spaces in that. I can't remember. Let me check from here. Oh, I can. Okay, so I'll put a space. FeatherS3 Neo 4039, because that's the same as the FeatherS3. There's only one I2C port, not two. So oh yeah. Oh well, I can't. I don't have a. So I need to work out or find out from Bitlooney how he does his checklists. Oh, I just realised I know I'm on this screen that's got that in the way. I'm just going to go back to this for the moment. I don't need that other view. He does that checklist thing, and I don't know how he does it. So okay, we don't want that. Let's comment it out for now. I'll clean it up later. So that's all fine. Okay, so I need the PID. So the PID was over here. So CircuitPython PID is that. Use a different PID to the UF2 bootloader. FeatherS3 Neo. Okay, flash size is 8 megabytes. PS RAM size is 2 megabytes. And I want to include that, yes. Okay, do stconfig. Neo. Now, this is the pins. Now I need to check. So my TinyS3's only got the one. Right. It's only got the one I2C. So I've got two I2C ports on the FeatherS3, but only one on the Neo because there's no room for a second port. So yeah, that's going to change to that. And I'm going to make sure that the support, it seems, say, is broken. It shouldn't be. Where did you write? Where did you use it?
Dutch Taurus says test.
Yeah, no, it's working. Okay, so I need to get rid of the singleton that was here, which duplicates that. Surprised me a bit. Lenny uses a screen grab of Notepad or something. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised either. Now, the pinout on the board is the same, except I've added IO34 for where the LDO2 pin was on the FeatherS3, because I don't want LDO2 out on this because people are going to use it and it's needed for the array, and I don't want, like, if people try to use it.
Chrome access test.
Yep, it's working. I don't want people to use it and then cause a problem because they don't have enough current. So I need to add in 34. IO 34, which I did as D2, I think. Let me see. D2, yes. Okay. And then everything else should be the same, except I need to add a few things. So second, this one here, that's not there, but I need 15 and 16. So I'm going to keep them, but these are for okay. So it's these internal pins that have all changed a bit. LDO2, it's 39. There is no vertical. I see two, so they're not there. Okay, so second LDO enable used for matrix LED for they are correct. So now, okay, let's go back to, so VBus sense has been moved, and that is now on IO 15. Seems some of your messages are not being forwarded. Maybe YouTube's cutting them off if there's something it doesn't like in it. Okay, battery is on IO2, which is still the same. Okay, so 15, no, but 16 is the LED matrix. So what are we going to call this? A NeoPixel matrix. Except I can't spell. NeoPixel matrix is on 16. So,
Cian, Chad has disconnected.
okay, you're going to come back? It did. Okay, so I'll put that under the NeoPixel. So 16 is for that. So whatever, am I missing anything? No, I've got 4, 13, 19, 12, 2, 15, and 40. Okay, so that's all the pins. So that should be maybe everything we need to build. Well, firstly, I don't have MS Paint. I'm on a Mac. Okay, let's see if we can build this. So again, it's just make. So this is set up to be able to build. Board equals unexpected maker. Oh, it's a bit hard to read this. Why was this one big and that one's not? Why did that shrink down again in size? That's weird. Okay, so FeatherS3 Neo. Oh, okay. I didn't tell it to use multi-core. This might take a while. But it looks like it's building. Oh, it's actually using... Oh, you can't see that. It's off screen. It's using... Oh, it's maxed out. All my cores at 100%. Can I even... I don't know if you can see that. That is all my cores at 100%, those blue lines. Wow, that was full on. But not all of it uses all of it. Now it's only using 4 cores at 100%. What a pain. No, I don't really want to copy Bootloader. I just wanted to find out how he was doing it, like whether he was using an app or not. Hey, Yumbo. Okay. Go, build. Build. Ho-hum. Dum-dum-dum. Actually, we're going to need this board plugged in anyway. I'm going to need to put CircuitPython on it. That one. It's not going to do anything when I put CircuitPython on it, except we should see it boot with CircuitPython. Build harder, yeah. I mean, it's not using... It's still only using 4 cores. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 cores sitting there doing nothing. Or not doing nothing, but very much underutilized. Oh well. Hopefully we only have to do this once. And then we need to move on to getting this stuff on the test jig and setting up another board profile on the test jig. Ping! Oven's ready. With some Reflow Master Pros in the oven. Drying. After being cleaned. You throw away your apple cores. Yeah, nah. Ooh, what was that? It's still going, but there's warnings. What was that other warning about FeatherS3? Okay. Oh, it's finished. What? It finished. It did it. What is that? Oh, when I dragged the screenshot on there, it didn't like me dragging that on there over the top of it. So it built okay. Well, I guess we need to see if it goes on the board. So oh, you idiot. Okay, so there's our UF2 bootloader that booted before. You can see the green light shows that it's good. It would be red if it failed to boot. So I should be able to go to the build folder. Build FeatherS3 Neo. Which is here. I know you can't, Again, I can't make the text bigger on these, I'm sorry. And there should be a firmware UF2, 3.4 megabytes. So I should be able to drag this on, and when I do, you should see this green light should start flashing orange as it copies. There you go. So it's copying over, and it should reboot, restart itself. So these drives will disappear. It might throw an error when it ejects it. Oop. Okay. So it did it. Now there's no firmware on here to do it, so there's no code to do that. But it's come up with keyboard setup assistant, which normally happens on a first time a CircuitPython board, clean one, is plugged in. So that means we should have CircuitPython. So should be able to go CircuitPy. Okay, we have CircuitPy, and if I go to boot out, CircuitPython 9.00 alpha. Why am I 9.00 alpha 5? Oh, I tell you what else I didn't do. Shit. Oh my god, I didn't even fork it. I didn't branch it before I did this. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Why do I do that to myself? Okay. But why am I on 9.00 alpha 5? It says I'm on origin main. What? Yeah, but why? I'm on circuit. So here's my CircuitPython, 4 from Adafruit. I'm on main, and I'm current. Unless their main should be 9.1. So I thought that they've got their 9.0, and their current main should have been their current, which is 9.1 beta. Oh, unless I had to check out the tag. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just building with an older version of CircuitPython, but it's still going to work. Well, I hope anyway. So you can see here it's booted. It's booted up. FeatherS3 Neo, ESP32S3. So I've got a CircuitPython drive here, and there's just print hello world on here. So that's fine. Yeah. I wonder what happens if. Okay, I've got an idea. Hold on a moment. I'm going to. Just in case I kill it, I'm just going to back up the board definition that I just created. So many boards in here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to what was the this commit number? Is it that? So can I git check out the commit number? I'm in the detached head state. Really? Okay. You know what? Did I just... Maybe I don't want to do that. Not yet. Not for now. Let's just see if I can get this working and I'll rebuild it afterwards. Yeah, I hate Git. Hate Git with a passion. Okay, so we need to... Is my test jig on? My test jig is on. Okay, I'm going to eject this board. Actually, before I eject the board, I'm going to put it into download mode. And I'm going to erase it. So there's nothing on there. Okay, it's now empty. Empty board. Okay, test jig. That's a bit big. And as I said, it's upside down. That's really annoying. Doesn't matter. So, I need to remote connect to it. What number is that? Number 2. And it's going to want to update stuff, maybe. Yep, downloading new VS Code server. Hey Quindor, how you doing? I'm out of coffee. It's way too early to be out of coffee. Come on, download, update, download already. Okay, so open folder, test jig. Okay, so wow, I'm not going through how my test jig works with you all. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna close all those. Okay, so I have to manually copy the files over for the moment. So I've got a script that grabs all of the tinyUF2 and CircuitPython binaries and files from the internet. I can tell it to say, update all of my boards to CircuitPython 9.0.5, and it grabs all of the files I need to build and test everything, right? But I can't do that for this because those files don't exist online yet, because I need to, once I get all this working, I need to then do a PR to push these board stuff up and then wait for those stuff to be built on the next release. So for the moment, I need to manually do it. And so what I need actually is I'm going to have to manually create some new folder, FeatherS3 Neo, and under firmware, so you can see for my FeatherS3, for instance, there's a UF2 folder, and then there's a CircuitPython folder. So under here as well, I need a new folder, FeatherS3 Neo, which has got nothing in it. So that needs a new folder, UF2, and new folder, CircuitPython. And the good news is I can just drag into it, which is a new thing they've added. So I can just copy that over, and if I go to my UF2, UF2 is a bit more difficult because it wants the individual files. That's a pain. Ports, expressive build, Neo. Okay, so I need bootloader.bin, need OTA data.bin. Tries to view them, which is annoying. tinyuf2.bin and partition table, where is it? Oh, in this folder, partition table.bin. Okay, cool. So they're the files I need. That's the firmware. Of course, it's going to fail putting anything on it once it flashes it, but let's see if we can get it to flash it. That'll be a good start. So get out of there for the moment. I need to clean all this stuff up. Okay. So my board definitions. Where's my FeatherS3? FeatherS3 board. I'm going to copy my FeatherS3 board. At the moment I'm going to stick it at the end. Oh, hang on. No. From there. I'll make it board 11 for the moment. Neo. New board. So its name is FeatherS3 Neo. Firmware folder, FeatherS3 Neo. Wait, I did no space, yep. Yep. RAM size 2, flash size 8. Oh, I didn't check the layout. Uh-oh. When I flashed. Okay, I need to go back to here. That should be okay. Oh, they're here. I've still got them. Okay, I'm going to need these partition positions, maybe. So, flash, text size, firmware, FeatherS3 Neo, bootloader, 8000, yep. Neo, partition table, is it E0? Yep. OTA looks right. And FeatherS3 Neo. Okay, so I think, just checking, 0, okay, good. So it's looking for, when it reboots, N, and we're telling it to do, yep, fine. Okay, and the shipping files, this is what it's going to try to copy. Of course, won't find them. And that's for testing. So I'm going to have to fix those. It's going to error out on that. But that's the boards. That should be all I need for except I need to add here. I always meant to make this dynamic, and I never did. I will eventually. FeatherS3. Okay, so I should now be able to type Python tester. Ooh, that's cool. Someone didn't put the adapter in correctly. It's one pin out. Whoops. There we go. Should be a light on there. Let's try that again. Do you like that little error? Okay. It's frustrating that it's upside down. Let me see if I can rotate this. How do I rotate 180. Okay. Let's see if we can get it bigger so you can see what's happening. Millennium Machines! Hello! Is it Jake? If that's you, Jake, I hope it's you, Jake. Otherwise, it's going to be embarrassing. Everyone, welcome Jake from Millennium Machines into chat. Jake, yeah. So, for those that aren't aware, Millennium Machines are the people that designed Milo, my mill, and of course the Kazaa enclosure that I've been working on. Good to see you here, mate. I'm not doing milling stuff today. I've got a new board I've designed. I'm about to release FeatherS3 Neo, and I'm just setting up firmware for it and getting it ready on my test jig. So not quite as exciting as milling stuff. Okay, so I need to tell it to change adapter. So I can say reset adapter, and FeatherS3 Neo should be at the end now. There it is, FeatherS3 Neo. What? Oh, it did it. Better restart it just in case. Pop in for a minute whilst waiting in A and E. What's A and E? Wait whilst waiting. But good to have you here, mate. Did you do the disco stuff? The disco lighting? Just a reminder. Okay, so anyway, it says FeatherS3 Neo. What? Why are you at accident and emergency? What have you done? Yeah, Chromium is really nice to mill. Much nicer, very messy though. I'm still cleaning it up. What happened? Why are you at the hospital? Have you still got all your fingers? Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to put it in. We're going to see if we can at least get CircuitPython on there. Bit of equipment failed at work and my shoulder got yanked. I'm all good though, just a little sore. Jeez, sorry to hear, mate. Shoulder got yanked. You're lucky it's your shoulder and not your hand or whatever. But anyway, wow. Ouch. I'm going to push start. I don't know what's going to happen. You can see down the bottom the logs. So it puts into download mode, flashing UF2. So far so good. Boots, restarts, mounting. Found it. It's now copying CircuitPython. Oh, it's working. It's working. Yeah, I hope your shoulder gets, I hope it's just a bit of bruising or not a muscle tear and you recover quickly. Okay, it's mounting, so it's looking for the CircuitPython drive, and it found it, and it's failed. It's going to fail the test. So you can see in the logs, cannot it's failed to copy these files over to test it because I didn't make them yet. So it's but it's gone into the REPL, which is good. This will eventually time out and fail. So it worked in that there's now CircuitPython on here. So now I need to get those other files over, get them done. Mill down the failing equipment. Yeah, just wow. Okay, I need to concentrate and get these in. So I want to use the I'm going to use the examples from the FeatherS3 Neo because it's got that all really cool animation stuff that I do. So I'm going to save this.
Fat Boys Aviation says you made flash size 18 instead of 8.
Where did I make it 18? Did I? In where? In which one? Maybe, was it a typo? Oh, Tony S3 now. 8 meg. Where's 18? 8 meg and 2 meg. Where did I do this? Or was it in the tiny UF2? No, flash 8. 8. Where'd you see 18? Well, you're talking about in the circuit, in my test jig stuff, in the adapter. Now let me just save this first before I okay. You mean in the adapter here? Oh, you're right. 8. It doesn't matter. The yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, that won't matter for this. It doesn't use that doing the build. It does a detect flash size. Flash detect. So yeah, but nice catch. Thank you. Okay, so that's it. FeatherS3 2021. 2024 now, aren't we? I think we are. No pixel matrix power. Oh, okay. I did. Interesting. $49. Yeah, I don't need this one yet. It's the other stuff I need to put in. But I'm just for the moment, I'm gonna see if I can hack this. Hack this to get this working. So that's got a neopixel matrix power. I should probably put that in here as well, in the pins. I've got the neopixel power, but just to keep it compatible, okay, I got to rebuild it all anyway when I update the CircuitPython version. Okay, so yeah, that's going to do some funky things because it's set up for 25 by 25. I'll update all this later. I just want to get that there, and then I need to, so I need an example. Bring in FeatherS3. Oh, it's only there. Oops. FeatherS4. Okay. Hello from FeatherS3 Neo. The most important one is this copy DIO. That's got to come from FeatherS3. This is the actual testing code. This is the important one. Okay. So Neo. Need to add a pin. Just hold on a second. Okay. So I added IO 34. Oh, hang on. I didn't add it to the adapters. Wow. What number is 34 on? I'll have to look at the hardware. Okay, for the moment I'll just take that one off, just to make sure the test jig works. Okay, so we're going to try this again and see what happens. Okay. I technically don't have to do a full test again because it's I could tell it to do a quick test where it doesn't redo the UF2 bootloader and stuff like that, but that's okay. It's faster to copy CircuitPython on there because it does a block compare. Okay. Error. Results. RAM free. Well, it started doing a test. That's good. No, set LDO2 power. There's no set LDO2 power. Yeah. Thanks, Dutch. We set pixel matrix power. I need to reflash. Oh, right. That's not going to work either. Okay. It's got to be... Okay, for now, I haven't rebuilt the firmware to use the NeoPixel matrix power thing. Okay, so we want to be using set pixel matrix power. Oh, that already was, but that one isn't. Just make sure there's no other reference to it. No. Okay. Cool. Let's try that again. Someone outside with a hose is hosing down something. Hosing down a truck or a bin or something outside. I'm in an industrial area, right? There's always noises and crap outside. You get used to it. Hey Jake, if you're still watching, you're probably not, that's okay, but if you're still watching, what's the wait times like for you for emergency and accidents in Australia? Like, unless it's, you know, unless your arm's been chopped off. No attribute set mixel. What? Set. What? Anyway, yeah, it could be, you could be sitting there for hours, like hours and hours and hours. Oh, you are there. Been about an hour already and had x-rays, but I do live in a small town, so not as bad. Right, okay. That's good. That's good. Like, I've, you know, been to emergency before where I've had to sit for like 5 hours before I've got seen. So, 9:15. What? Oh, hang on. Is it pulling the wrong file? FeatherS3 Neo, FeatherS3 Neo. Okay. Yeah, I should be pulling FeatherS3 Neo. Code apply line 15 and oh wait, hang on, that one, line 15. Set pixel. Import FeatherS3 Neo. Yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. So I wrapped everything, I remember. It's under that class. Yeah. Can I do as FeatherS3? I wonder if I can do that. And then I can call directly. We'll see if that works. There's little silly things that make things take longer than they should. Which is a bit annoying. Okay, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, mounted. Okay. Function takes 2 position arguments, but 1 were given. Line 16. What? Oh, okay. This is frustrating. I know why. I haven't actually initialized a class. It's annoying. So the way I'm doing everything with the FeatherS2 library, FeatherS2 Neo library, is different to how I do all my other boards. Because the FeatherS2 Neo library. Now the FeatherS3 Neo library has a whole bunch of classes in it. It's got all the matrix stuff and everything built in. So it's not just one class at the base of a file. It's multi-class. And so I need to initialize the class like I do here. The very first thing I do up here is I do a helper. And that's what it is. And I need more coffee is what it is also. So I'm going to have to just stop. I'm going to bite the bullet and do helper. Where else am I using it? Probably not. FeatherS3. Oh, here. Right. Lied. Helper. Where else? Okay. Once again, for good luck. See you, Max. My final cartridge is final finish. What? What does that mean, Alan? Your final cartridge? Okay. I just wanted to copy them over, pass the test, and then put rubbish on the LED matrix, because it will be rubbish. What? Pickle power. Did I? There's no attribute. Pixel matrix power. Far out. I shouldn't have. I should have just not copied that stuff over. 45. Okay, is there anywhere else I'm using that? No. Because I haven't initialized, I haven't rebuilt CircuitPython with that extra thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought I'd get some quick love out of using the FeatherS3 Neo one. But no quick love. I should have just bitten the bullet and done a new one. But oh well. Pros and cons. Yeah, normally cons. Mostly cons. NeoPixel is in use. So, this is their locking thing. Okay. This is so annoying. So I should be able to do helper.pixel. Maybe. Is this a property? We'll get there eventually, folks. I will. You gotta remember I wrote this How Wagon Loads. I wrote this other library, the FeatherS3 Neo library, like 3 years ago. So, and my memory is generally pretty good, but even that's pushing me. That's pushing it. By the way, I've got I got a few trays of baked goods. Oops, baked goods to go into testing. Oh, we're testing! Yay! Woo! We passed, and look, we've got incorrect animations happening because it's trying to do it on a 5x5. But look, we passed, and all the other LEDs are going. Let's see if I can hold this down and take this out of the way. There we go. So it's not animating correctly, but it worked, and it did the Wi-Fi test. Oh. So just to show you here, so it found 4 Wi-Fi channels and it connected to all of them. Actually, no, it skips So is my main. Who cares? I'm giving my SSID away, as if I haven't seen it all a million times. So this is just my main Wi-Fi, right? That everything connects to, and then C6, C1, and C10 are channel 1, channel 6, and channel 10, which are my test APs that are all the way at the front next to the laser cutter. They're running off tiny picos in MicroPython. So there's 3 tiny picos running MicroPython that are sitting there as APs. And so I use that to connect to. And so for me, a pass is if it can connect. I mean, obviously you can see the SSIDs, right? They're not too bad considering that it's a tiny pico down there. If it can connect to all channels in under 4 seconds, that's the whole frequency bandwidth. So it passed all of those, and so Wi-Fi pass, RAM is correct, flash, well that's what's left of the 8 meg afterwards, 4 volts for battery, which is probably about right. Battery hasn't been charged for a little bit. VBus 1, which means it can detect that there's 5 volts present, so check that pin, and then all of the I/O. So it does your I/O in 2 banks. I should explain how I do all that. It's actually pretty cool. It means that testing I don't have to test each I/O individually. That's also true. Well, you can get my location from it. There are tools out there where you can type in my SSID and it'll come up with my location. But the truth is my location's on my website because I have to by law. Anyway, so 41 seconds to flash the board. So now I need to fix all these animations. And I need to add an extra pin. So is anyone interested in how I test the I/O without having to test each individual I/O? I can explain it. I can. Otherwise, I'll move on. So, Alan says, "Bring it on." Beata says, "Curious." Okay. Okay. So, you can see here that in the GPIO set, I've got a list of 2 dictionaries, and it looks like I've got odd things like 8 and 9, 13, 33, 38, whatever, broken to each one. It's not all even and all odd or anything like that. So what I do is, let's go to the data sheet. ESP32 data sheet. S3. Probably not the most current, but that's good enough. So, testing individual I/O is very slow because I have to have a connection to each I/O, which I've already got, right? But I have to set all the I/O to an input. To-do list in OBS. Oh, cool. Thanks, Alan. I have to turn all the I/O, make all the I/O an input, right? And then one at a time on my the ICs that I've got on my test jig, which connected to each I/O, I need to like turn one on, and then read that I can see it on the FeatherS3 board, right? And then say report back, say yep, I can see it, and it turns that one off, and then turns the next one on, and then report back. Very slow, especially because I've got to use serial back and forwards, right? So I do it all in just in 2 passes. And what I do is, if you look around the chip, you got like 0, 1, 2, 3, all the different IOs, and they're now in order where they never used to be on the original ESP32. The IO was all over the place. So in my banks, I don't test IO 0, but in my banks, I don't need to test 0 because I use 0 to get into bootloader mode. And if 0 doesn't work, the bootloader it won't go into bootloader mode. So like a bank 1 will have every second IO, right? So it'll have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And then the second bank will have 2, 4, 6, 8. In this case, it's odd and even, but it doesn't always work out that way, right? Because it skips IO numbers on some sections. And so what I'm effectively doing is saying, test all of the, it's not that I'm testing odd and even numbers, I'm testing pins that aren't touching each other. So, and then I do a count. So I say for bank 1, right, turn on all of the, turn on for my tester, all of the IO for bank 1, and on the board I count how many IO it finds. And so in the case of here, I'm looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 IO. I want 8 IO to be on. Hang on, wrong board. Try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 IO to be on. And then on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 IO to be on. And so when it does its count check, you can see these true and falses, right? So IO bank 9, it's looking for 9 IO. And the second one is looking for 10 IO. If there's a short anywhere, I'd get the wrong count. I'd get a pin that was turned on when it shouldn't be because it's touching another pin that is turned on a different bank. Does that make sense? So I can't have pin 1 and pin 3 bridged without touching pin 2. I could have pin 1, 2 and 3 bridged, but I can't have, you know what I mean? So if pin 1 and pin 2 and pin 3 are not bridged and they're connected correctly, then I should get, if 1 and 3 are in one bank, I should get a count of 2, and number 2 is in a bank, I should get a count of 1. So I'm counting that there are no bridges and that everything is soldered correctly by doing every second pin. Catch you later, Dave. Have a good sleep. I hope that makes sense, right? So, yeah. If there was a short or a missing solder joint on a pin, these numbers will come up saying whatever. And then my code will actually show which IO it thinks was incorrect. Sometimes it's correct or sometimes it's the one next to it that's wrong because of the bank switch. So anyway, that allows me to test much quicker. It's only 2 changes I need to do in the code. So basically when it's running No, I'm checking it on the board. I'm not setting it on the board. The board is the board's an input. Golden Retriever mode right now, and have no idea what's going on. But I'm just Jake. You sure they haven't given you drugs yet? They must have given you drugs. Wagon load. It's the other way around. I'm reading the values on the FeatherS3. I'm not setting them on the FeatherS3. If I set them on the FeatherS3, I have to have communication to the FeatherS3 that says, you need to do this. then it needs to send back to the test jig that says, okay, I'm ready. And then the test jig has to send some information to the board. And then the FeatherS3 has to then send that information back saying, this is what I read. Like, do you understand? Like, that's crazy, right? Hey, Pro Engineer, how you doing? So instead, I don't have to do that. All I need to do is, you can see that when it's doing a, right, it sets a count, it checks all the pins, right, and adds them all up, reports back, and then when it reports back, my testing code goes, oh, I just got a bank 0 report, now set my bank 1 details. And this, it just waits 1.5 seconds for that to happen, right? There's no comms back and forward, and then it sends bank 1 back. So there's no handshaking required. Yeah, Wagon Loads, why are you trying to solve this? This is the solution. I mean, you can implement whatever you want. This is the best and quickest way. Right? Like, obviously, if they're two next to each other is shorted, the values won't be correct, or if one is not soldered, you're correct in that. But the way you're checking them is slow and hard to implement compared to what I'm doing. Requires a lot more serial communication going back and forwards, coordinating things. There's no coordination required here. Right? The FeatherS3 board is never being told to do anything. It just counts the number of I/O and reports back, and then counts the number of I/O and reports back. That's it. Never gets told to get ready to do something, never has to do anything, right? There's no communication, because communication back and forwards is slow. You have to wait for a message, and then you have to check the message is correct. Like, you know what I mean? And then it's I've been testing boards for a while, trust me. This is the super fast. I mean, it shows you here. Oh my God. So the whole entire test, including all the Wi-Fi stuff. So you got 9 seconds here, plus however long the scan takes, right? So it boots up. It's connected in, well, it's 10 seconds, right? 10.2 seconds of Wi-Fi connection, plus the scan, which might be, I don't know, a second. Yeah, and then what's left of this 14.66 seconds is the I/O testing. So you think about it. So 9, so that's 10.2, let's say 11.2 seconds to test the Wi-Fi. So this is testing all of the I/O and the RAM, flash, VBAT, and everything else in 2 seconds. 1, 2, done. I can't even communicate back and forwards via serial between the two to coordinate stuff within 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, this works. This is good. Okay, shall we?
Cian, chat has disconnected.
Okay, we're back. 2 options now. Well, I've got more stuff to do. I've got to export step file. I need to put stuff on the web. I need to take photos. Like, I've not even taken photos yet. I've started putting things on. I snuck some stuff on the web that no one noticed. So on my SP32S3 website, if you scroll down, I snuck that in. FeatherS3 Neo. Clearly no one looks at this website. So, but I have to add it in here. I got to put a page together for it. Like, I got to take photos. I have to do a features thing, which I need the photograph for. So all this stuff has to be done. Then I need to set up on my store, whatever. They're things I'm not going to do on the stream, because that's just really slow crap admin. But should I fix the animate? Let's fix the animations. I really want to see it animating nicely. That's what I want to see. Okay. I said I wrote this so long ago that I do not remember. I'm just going to have to hack this because I don't remember how it works. Straight up kick you into nuts. Straight up kick in the... Wow, okay. Just a few minutes ago, and gee whiz, slightly overwhelming to step in the middle of how my testing works. Sorry. I don't remember how any of this works. Oh wait, the characters are 5x5, so I didn't want to do that. I don't think. There for the characters, get message. They can stay 5.5. It's the animations that I want to. Here, matrix animations. 2, 3, 4. Pixels. Pixel 0 is top left. What? Fixed Electronics, hello. Do you use ChatGPT to develop? What's your vision on using these? I do not. I find it very easy to have ChatGPT to make absolute bogus mistakes with code quite easily. So I wouldn't trust much of, like, not in terms of writing code. I'll occasionally ask it ChatGPT a question about, how would you do this, or can you explain this to me, type thing. But very rarely, like most of the time, yeah. Sorry, I don't remember how any of this works. Like, like honestly, how am I supposed to? How am I supposed to remember what this does? What these numbers are? List of animation shapes by pixel index. Right, by pixel index. Oh, right, that's okay, okay. 4, 5, 6. We'll start with a square. And then it's going down, right? Wait, that was 9. Why? So it'll be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. And the next one will be 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. Is it? Isn't it? Are we snaking? Yeah, I'm trying to Hey Ian, Scotsman has landed. You know what I need? I need a I need a drawing with a 7x7 array with numbered out. That's what I need, because I'm having problems counting. So I guess it's, I'm trying to remember how I did this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yep. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, and that'll be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Twenty-eight, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going around the outside edge of the array. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How can that be 48? This would be 49. No, 48. Okay, that's right. And then it goes 48, 47, 46, 45. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's got to go up. So 42 minus 7.
Geek says greetings mortals.
35. Hey, Quixotic. 21. 14. 7. That should be this. Throw out the spaces. That should be the square. And so here, if I tell it to do square, that I could have just copied the files over. I'm going to reflash it. It's quicker. Put yourself. You should waste a little Python app that allows you to draw the shapes on a matrix of the screen. Absolutely, but by the time I write that, I would have worked the numbers. It was more that I didn't remember what those numbers meant. Now I do.
STR8 up Kikayendanet says Cian is playing Whack-A-Led.
Whack-A-Led. Feels like it. Okay. So this should be the animating square if it works. Okay, it's saying hello first, but that's wrong. But then when it finishes, there we go. Yay, look, look. Yay. So that's one animation.
Geek says the robot uprising looks weird and with more flashing lights.
PR0 engineer says, oh, that's pretty.
Okay. I feel like I should just be doing this directly on my machine. Would be much easier. And I'll copy the files over later. It also means I don't have to hold it still. So I really need to fix that text.
Rob E says evening all. Long time no make love stream.
Rob! Rob! Hey mate, how are you? I was thinking about you the other day actually. I meant to ping you and I totally forgot. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Rob E says live even.
Love. Live, love. It's the same thing. Lots of love around here. How's Steph doing? How's everything going? We need to fix. Okay, so I need to. Okay, we're going to do it directly on device now because too slow otherwise. So, open. So, that and that. Ooh, why is that all underlined? Weird. Hey, Andre. Okay, so we can zoom in a bit now. Let's see if we can get some of the others going. Let's see if we can get the text writing happening first. Okay, so this should be 7. No, it shouldn't be. That's set up message. God, I don't remember how this works. Show message. Here we go. This is what we want. Um, this is LED plus. What? Why did I make things so complicated? Getting regular sleep. I don't know what that means. I'm so jealous of you. So jealous. Scroll to regular. So it should be for LED in range 49. But the pixel data won't be. Where's pixel data? Yeah, that's not gonna like that. I don't think. Yeah, that's not showing the text either. Because everything was hard coded for 25 by 25. And it was easy till I got fancy and added things like animating things left or right and blah blah blah. And so this is where it gets the message. And that should be times width by 7. Because it's 7 high. So maybe that. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm trying to. So part of it is grabbing glyph data, and part of it is displaying, right? Line 302. No, because this is where it's grabbing the glyph. The glyphs are only 5 by 5. I can't index 7 into the glyph data. It doesn't exist, right? So no, this is 5 by 5 is correct, but it's the way it's drawing it is not. $349. No, that'd be 25. That's for the get characters. Magic numbers. Yeah, well, again, this was done for. That has to be 5 still. This is still all just getting the text. It's how it's displaying it. Oh. What's if I yeah, no, I can't. I don't have enough coffee to do this. I don't have enough coffee. What? Just found a 3 centimeter big wolf spider in my bedroom. Oh, okay. Let's take a sidestep and let's go to KiCad. KiCad, new version of KiCad 803 came out last night. I haven't updated yet. Open project. I'm going to export a step file. Let's make sure that the 3D viewer is working. Everything's on there. It is. Okay, so file, export, step. I think that'll be okay. Ooh. New folder, FeatherS3 Neo. FeatherS3 Neo. Export. Okay, so now let's make sure that worked. Upload. Select files. Where did I just put that again? Unexpected maker, repositories, ESP32S3, 3D models, FeatherS3 Neo, step. Upload. You're trying to impress Australians with a 3 centimeter spider. Yeah, that's not going to impress anyone. Still, no one wants any spider. Okay. Like, how's the case? All it's missing now is lighting. Wait. Okay. Did that work? Is that everything? It looks like everything. Okay, step file works. So we've got a 3D file. What else do we need? What's actually even in here? Repositories, ESP32S3. Actually, even better idea. Make a. So in the repo, 3D models, pinout cards. I need to put. I've already got that in there, just not uploaded yet. I guess I need to make a footprint for it, but it's just the same as a FeatherS3 footprint, except for that one pin. Schematic, I need to clean up and export the schematic. That's all that needs to go. Oh, and put a logo. Okay, so that's all fine. I'll get all that done today. So that's it. So other than fixing this stupid animation, the text and stuff, which is just going to do my head in. So the easiest solution is to just make all the fonts 7x7. If I make all the characters 7x7, then I just make everything 7x7 and 49 instead of 5x5 and 25, and that's fine. And that's probably going to be quicker than me trying to work out how to get the 5x5 into, mapped into the 7x7. What a pain in the backside. See, all the fonts are here. That's going to be a pain to remake those as well. So I've got lots of different extra things in here. Unless I just pad them. Wait, what is this glyph data? Oh, they're the bits. They're the... Oh. No. What? What have I done with this data? Oh, right. Each one is the it's 5 rows. Oh my god. So I don't even have an array of 5x5 here. And they're in columns, it looks like. And they're the bits. Someone's talking to Siri outside. Oh my god, it's the bits. I can listen to this whole conversation out there. Sorry. Oh, that's a pain. I don't want to redo those. Whose stupid idea was to do that? Oh. I might make this just come with with nothing, or I should just use Adafruits. There was a reason I didn't use Adafruits at the time, their Neo Matrix thing. Oh yeah, because it used their underlying, it was a library on a library on a library or whatever. Only one man to blame for this, me. Who ever thought I'd have more than 5x5 pixels on a board? Like, seriously. Okay. I'm gonna leave this for another. I can't now. No. 2 hours in, not enough coffee, hungry, tired. I'm not gonna do the maths on this. You know what? Well, here's the problem. As always on my streams, is I'll shut the stream down, I'll go get a coffee, or I'll go walk up the road, get a coffee, get something to eat, come back, and then have an aha moment, and then fix it in like 5 minutes. And I hate that happens, and I can never manage to do it on a stream.
PR0 engineer says write some Python to convert a bitmap font to 7x7. Then you're ready for when you inevitably make your 9x9 board.
when I get 0505 LEDs. Yeah.
Super chat!
What? Iggy? Thanks, Iggy. That wasn't necessary. Is your house better? Are you all still sick? Are you all out and about now? I hope you're all out and about. Okay, have some more coffee. Yeah, I don't want a coffee from here. I want a real coffee. A real coffee. You're about 90%. Okay, good, good. Are you back working? Or are you still... You're still milking it. What's going on? Matt, that wasn't necessary. Either. Thank you, Matt. Thanks, Iggy. Thanks, Matt. That's going to be my... They don't do cake at the cafe. That's... I can't even go do coffee and cake. I'll do coffee and... something. Maybe a... Oh, egg and bacon muffin. Oh, now I want an egg and bacon muffin. Okay, third day back. Bummer. Should have milked it for longer. Should have milked it for longer. So I know what the problem is with this code. I know what it is. I just have to get my head around... Oh, warm apple pie. Oh, apple pie. Yum. Oh. Or apple and raspberry. Or apple berry pie. Oh, yum. Yum.
Alan Madsen says maybe you can use this https:// code.beep.com archive pglc.
Oh my god, Iggy. That's funny. I like rhubarb, I gotta say. I'm a fan, not by itself. It's not nice by itself, but like apple and rhubarb together, yum. Yum. So with this code, with the letters, what it's doing, when it's grabbing the glyphs, it's just, and it's writing the message out, it's writing them directly into the same mapping of the 5x5 with an offset for its position on the X. I need to just, when it's doing it, I need to map it into a 5x5 section of the 7x7 and tell it to skip 2 pixels. And that's the bit that I think I just need to stick an if, because the LED number plus 5 times the message index. Seven times the message index. Just hear me out. And then index is less than the data length. But then I say if I want to store a x equals 0. I want to say x plus equals 1. If x is greater than 5, 0, 1, no, greater than or equals 5, I want x to be 0 again, and I want index, no, I want LED d to plus equals 2. What's that going to do? Crash. Did not like that at all. But what didn't I like? What didn't I like? New terminal. Screen. Dev cu.usb 115200. Let's get into the REPL. Okay, reboot. Local variable reference before assignment. Where? 1365. Oh, underscore. Silly. Okay. No. Oh, wrong window. Save. That didn't work. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's not going to work. How about we put that there? Oh, come on. So that's the index of the pixel data, which is what's being written. This is... I'm so close. I can't use that. I can't. Because that index won't ever be right. I sent a link to a 5x7 font. Yeah, I can't just swap a font out, Alan. Thanks. I have to rewrite the whole font and glyph system to do that. It's got to be encoded. It's got to be encoded the same way that my current one's encoded, or it won't work. That's the problem. And I'm pretty sure... where did you send it? The GLD font thing, yeah, the GLCD font won't work. It's the wrong type of font. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, the problem is the way the font is encoded. So this is how the what's it called? That board, the what was that microcontroller board? It was a SAMD21 originally. Microbit. This is how the microbit encodes its data, its character data. Is ChatGPT still down? I heard it was down this morning. LED index.
PR0 engineer says he'd love to see the dev community's productivity graph this week to last week, and see what impact ChatGPT being down had.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a massive impact. Okay, another idea. Hold on. Pixel data. Okay, let's get message. So maybe we can do it in here. Get message width. Right. That's going to be times 7. So 7 rows. And the message width doesn't matter. That's just the width of characters at 5 character things. And we go iterate, go through every character. A lot of companies investigating stuff. Yeah, self-hosting, running local LLM seems to be the thing now. It doesn't help that it's doing it in columns. If it was doing it in rows, I do 7, but I say if y is less than 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's less than 5, do this. Else equals 0. Why is it not liking my tabs? Really? And that's not going to work still. Oh my god! Save. Reboot. Oh! Oh, it's getting closer. Did you see that? It's almost, it's the wrong direction. The sound of me. Hey Alex, that's really funny. When shorts need to skip the last 2 rows. Yes, but I'm trying to work that out. Well, skipping the X is not... Because it's doing in columns, right? So I'm doing that, and then I'm... So the X is not as important. This space is a problem. I don't remember how... So is that going to be 14? L... Oh, it's really close. It's just offset. Position is offset. Flux, did you see that? Oh my god, why is it not letting me? I hate Visual Studio Code. Sometimes it won't click on the thing. It's like it's halfway down the screen. Is it inclusive? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that needs to be 7 for the padding. Oh! That was readable, wasn't it? Does this say hero? What? Why is this all funky? Set up message. It should be showing hello. Wait. It's so it's still missing. The L's look upside down. Oh, it's back to front. Well, it's back to front, it looks like.
Rob E says success of sorts.
Of sorts. We're getting there, hang on. I don't know if making it go right will help. No. Okay, we're getting there. We are absolutely getting there. Why is it going backwards? It's like they're upside down. How did I thought on my, maybe my FeatherS2 is not columns for the camera image. Open project. iCAD. FeatherS3 Neo. Discard changes, yes. Oh my, you've got to be kidding me. So on my FeatherS2 Neo, my LEDs are in columns. And on my FeatherS3 Neo, they are in rows. Son of a bitch. Well, they're actually rotated because it should be going this way. So that's a bit frustrating. out of curiosity, I don't know if I can just switch this. That'll be interesting. It may not work because the data's not in this format. Oh, here. Oh, that still is wrong anyway. The data of the font is in the same, is in the same orientation as the FeatherS2 array. So did that actually end up printing the same? It did. So if I put that back, and if I, so that's when it grabs it. So now when I pump it, how would I transpose it easily? Like, I don't think I can. Like, it'd be easy to transpose the glyph, right? So if I do Y, X, no, why aren't they transposing if I do that? I guess stripping those doesn't really matter, but yeah, I don't know. I'm stuck now. But I got further. It's printing text. Is anyone even watching still? 29 people. It's printing some text. It's the wrong orientation. I'm getting closer. I can't believe that I don't know why I did them in columns on the FeatherS2. Like, it's going one at a time. I need it to go. Okay, what's if I did this? Hang on. Okay, one last attempt. Why is it not? Y equals 0, right? And so for every read, I want y plus equals 7. So what I want to do is I want this LED, I want that to be I want it to flip it so I'm going right, it'll be X plus new LED equals 0 semicolon. This is my last attempt, folks. New LED equals X plus Y times 7 and I want Y plus equals 1. If Y is greater than 6, X plus equals 1. This formatting, what is going on with this tab thing? And I want this to be new LED. So I want to understand what I'm doing here. I'm trying to re-index. Oh, what didn't it like? Index out of range. So my first, new LED. Oh, hang on. That should be there, and that should be there. No, still be index out of range. So oh, wait, what was that, Rob? New window. Matrix transpose. Right, but it's not a matrix, it's just an array. And I don't want to transpose it every... I'd have to convert it to a two-dimensional array to then put it back again. So I'm trying to do it on the fly. So I go... So new LED... So it's right now it's drawing across, but the data is down. So I'm trying to get it to draw it down. So new LED would be 0 plus 1 times 7, so it would be 7. So the first one will be 0, and then the next one will be 7, and then it'll be 14. So it should be drawing them down. Oh, wait. Y equals 0. Oh, there we go. Yes, I transposed it. Try again. Oh, C, D. Hello. Yay. Oh, that was worth the wait, wasn't it? There's no one left. There's no one watching anymore. But, okay.
Rob E says proper success.
Proper success. So that's my transposing of the it's not great.
Alan Madsen says looks nice.
Hacky transposing of the message data because FeatherS3 Neo had column layout for matrix and FeatherS3 Neo has row layout. Silly Sion. There we go. So copy. Okay, so I'm pasting that into the actual official code. Doesn't matter, it just needs to display some text. Okay. So that's the text dealt with. And just to make sure that is correct, we're going to say message is boring was that to watch. Ready? Save. How boring was that to watch? That is so slow. Now you just need to create a function that allows you to specify rotation when calling a character in an array. Right, it would be much easier to remap the characters. The animations are the tricky ones. The animations just means I need the indexes, right? Where are they? Right down the bottom here. So I just need to go through the indexes. It's the spiral, this one I ship. And the spiral it looks the coolest. It's gonna. Oh no, I don't want to pull that out. That'd be bad if I pull that out. So I've got unsaved code. And another USB. Another USB that can fit under the camera. No cable that'll fit under the camera. That's USB-C. What's that? No, micro B. Damn. Another micro B. How many micro B cables have I got lying around? That's crazy. So my other cable that I had, my microphone's connected to.
Alan Madsen says, by the way, how are your CNC doing?
Good, I haven't cut anything else yet. So, actually, I've got mail. Should we open mail? It's 3 hours 20. Might as well get to 3 hours. What do you reckon? I'm going to put that back. Anyway, I want to show... Okay, let me just save. Let me just copy, paste. Okay, and then let me get out of here. Let me close this. Let me eject this. Okay, I just wanted to show you, like, the animation on the FeatherS3 Neo. The spiral is the one that I ship. So it says hello. So it's this spiral. which is going to look really cool on the 7x7. That's the tricky one. That's a lot of pixels that I need to recalculate. It goes in and out. Anyway, but yeah. Oh, and it didn't eject it properly anyway. Okay, whatever. Okay. Mailbox time. Yeah. I can't believe I'm doing this now. I still haven't got my other coffee. Oh, come on. Camera, where's my camera? Upside down. Okay. My camera is not very high. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to squeeze into the camera view. It's also on a weird angle. And I don't know what's in this. I don't know what's in this. I mean, I've opened the top, but I haven't pulled anything out. There's a lot of stuff I got
Zero
from...
Engineer says it's everyone's favorite segment. Mailbag.
Mailbag. So this should all be CNC stuff. There's a lot of stuff in here. Oh my god, a lot of stuff. I don't think you all understand how much stuff's in here. I'm not even halfway. Oh, and they came out. Okay, why is that undone? Nice. I'm just making a mess everywhere. I'm getting them all out. This is the AliExpress group where they group stuff together. Okay, so. Oh, why are these loose? Oh, speakers. These are speakers. These are speakers for a new product I'm going to launch. Why are they loose? What bag were they in? Oh, here we go. The bag was ripped open or something. Looks like it's been opened by someone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's right. There should be 12. Okay. Let's start with... I don't know what these are. And I know what I bought, but I don't know what's inside each packet. Okay. They're pretty massive. Clamps. That's a clamp. Why are they packed individually? What? Okay. Custom inspect. I don't know. But why have they packed these clamps? Like they're individually... Anyway. No, they're just how they were. How many clamps did I buy? I bought a lot of clamps. There is a difference between the red and the blue ones, and I can't remember what they are. Well, this is unexciting, because this is just lots of clamps. Right, there should be 2 more. So there should be 4 blue and 4 red. I'm pretty sure there's the size difference, but they don't look that different. Oh, it's their heights. Maybe. These clamps are a bit bigger than pre-packed, as most people buy one. Well, no, who would buy 1 clamp? I don't know. Like, I would expect all of those like that to be pre-bagged like that. Anyway, so lots of clamps. That was unexciting. This seems to be only be half of my order. I might as well show you this. I bought a bunch of, this is ABS. So, looks like they're a 6mm, 5mm, or is it 5mm, 4mm, and 3mm? Just a couple of sheets each. These are just to cut and play and test on. much cheaper than buying Korean. So they're just ABS blocks to cut and play with. Very cheap to buy. Where's my? I don't have a knife. I need a knife. What is in this? Oh, stinks. What is in that? Ooh. Okay. Yuck. Oh. What is all over that? Oil. Bloody oil. Oh, man. Okay. So I know this is a wood, supposed to be for wood, for, flattening whatever they're called. That is disgusting. Yuck. No wonder it stinks. That's not going to come out in a while. Won't be rusty, no, but still, that's a bit messy. Okay, these are unexciting. Yay, M5 and M6. Insert nuts. So the things that I was looking forward, look, this has been opened as well. The things that I was looking forward to aren't in this. They're still on the way. Damn. There'll be more heat insert nuts. N2 to N4. A selection of 1,400 pieces. 1,400 insert nuts. Watch me get them all mixed up. So M2 to M4 in size. And M5 and M6. Wow, that is actually not as exciting as I thought. So I thought I was going to get in here my solenoids that I bought. I bought 24 volt and 48 volt solenoids, air assist hose thingies and stuff, so I could maybe set up some air assist on the CNC on Milo. I also bought some jog wheel things to maybe look at making a pendant, a custom pendant for Milo. These clamps are good, but I've got nothing to clamp down yet. And that's it. Like, and I bought like 50 end mills of assorted stuff, and anyway, there's a lot of stuff that's missing. But there is something else I can show you which is cool, which, baby, okay, so this is something I'm adding to my store. I think it's cool. It's going to be a lot of work for me for no gain, zero gain, as long as everyone's clear on this. I have purchased a whole range of, these are 17 pin. So for all of my boards that come with male headers, I have bought, focus, I've got custom made low profile, actually is that 16 pin, low profile headers in 10 pin, 11 pin, 12 pin, 16 and 17 for all the different boards, header pin size that I have. And although they got these wrong, and I'm now having a bit of an argument with them about them, I also got custom.
Alan Madsen says, did you know that camels can smell water 50 meters away? That's how I feel about cake.
That's funny, yeah. I also got stackable headers that are also, they're not as low, but they're low profile compared to the ones some normal ones you got. These are custom made. I wonder if I've got any old stackable anywhere. Like my old ones. So normal stackable headers are like that. Header size. I got these as the lowest profile that I could get. So the idea was I was going to put on my store packs of stackable or just normal female headers and male headers for people that wanted to stack things and whatever. Does that make sense? Anyway, these are supposed to be 9mm in length, these pins, and they're 11. So it's not what I ordered. And I'm having they've agreed that they're wrong because these were custom made for me. So these are 11mm. They're supposed to be 9. And as you can see, it's a bit of a difference in size. Well, 2mm, but you know what I mean. So they've agreed to replace them if I send these ones back, but they want me to pay to send them back, and I'm not paying to send them back. Like, it's their mistake. So either they can pay to get them back, or they just send me new ones, like whatever, or they refund me. But I really didn't want 11mm ones. I wanted 9mm pins, which is really frustrating. But anyway, I need to photograph all of these now and get them onto my store, all the different header sizes. So I told you it's not overly exciting. I think it's cool. So people, if they order a board, they'll be able to order some different headers with them if they want, rather than having to source them themselves. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I need to go get food and another coffee or 3. Yeah, I'm going to. I'll get a couple of more animations done, and then I'll ship the code as is. It is all working. I still have to rebuild CircuitPython with the latest 9, whatever. I've got to work out why it's not pulled down the right firmware, and also add IO34 to the test. So I'll do that as well. Then I need to get a PR made, so I need to fork it first. Branch it, which I forgot. I need a PR made and get that in there so that can be added to their build system. And hopefully by Friday I'll have the FeatherS3 Neos on my store. I don't know about Tindy Electrons yet, but at least my
Alan
store.
Madsen says thanks for a good stream again. Good day to some. Good night to others.
Rob E says cheers, see, and hopefully won't be such a big gap to the next one I make.
Hopefully not, but it's really good to see you, Rob. Or good to see your name. I was not even hearing you. Whatever. Good to have you here. Good to have everyone here. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Dutch. Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for sticking around for so long. Have a great week. I'll chat with you all next week. Some exciting stuff next week, maybe. By the way, I'm about to run the line and build Tiny Watches. New version of Tiny Watch. So they will be back in stock, hopefully by Friday. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Whatever. Bye. Thanks for joining. See you later.